From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Thursday, March 5th. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. A new report from the Rio Rancho Police Department is detailing the February 23rd crash that killed Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Michael Schlattman during a traffic stop on Interstate 40. Schlattman had pulled over a 2025 Ford Ranger and asked the driver to move to a safer location when a semi-trailer struck the rear of his patrol unit, pinning him underneath it. A witness told police the semi, traveling in the right lane, clipped the patrol vehicle before veering across the lanes, hitting the barrier, and separating from its trailer. The driver of the semi was hospitalized at the University of New Mexico Hospital. No charges have been filed, and investigators cited possible failure to yield to an emergency vehicle and glare-related low visibility as contributing factors. The investigation remains ongoing. The University of New Mexico has named 32-year-old New Mexico native Ryan Berryman as its new athletic director, making him one of the youngest ADs at the FBS level. A lifelong Lobo, Berryman attended UNM basketball camps as a child, later worked as a student manager and director of basketball operations, and earned 3 degrees from the university. Berryman has been serving as interim athletic director since January. He replaces Fernando Lovo, who left for the University of Colorado. UNM President Garnett Stokes selected Berryman following a 2-month national search, praising his vision and leadership. Berryman has been instrumental in recent coaching hires, including football coach Jason Eck and men's basketball coach Eric Olin, both of whom voiced strong support for his promotion. He steps into the permanent role as UNM navigates conference realignment and aims to build on recent athletic and fundraising momentum. At the Economic Forum of Albuquerque, Mayor Tim Keller says he plans to, quote, stay the course as he begins his 3rd consecutive term leading the city, focusing on priorities like completing the rail trail, expanding crime-fighting technology, and advancing housing initiatives. Keller called for a stronger collaboration between the city and business community, particularly in working with the next governor to secure funding for projects such as the rail trail and new police technology. He said the city is also interviewing 7 candidates, including interim chief Cecily Baker, and its search for a permanent police chief, and hopes to wrap up the process within 6 weeks. He also highlighted efforts to expand transitional housing through the Gateway system, redevelop parts of downtown, and explore a potential downtown expansion with the University of New Mexico. Keller also added that New Mexico should invest more of its financial reserves into higher education, crime solutions, and addiction treatment. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has appointed longtime transportation official David Quintana as acting secretary of the New Mexico Department of Transportation. A senior executive engineer who has worked at the NMDOT for more than 20 years, he replaces Ricky Senna, who stepped down in February and was recently hired as deputy state treasurer by Laura Montoya. Most recently, the department's programs and infrastructure division director, Quintana oversaw more than 220 employees and managed a roughly $500 million annual budget. He also directed the state's design and construction program, supervising district offices and major projects including bridge design and federally funded transportation improvements. He holds a civil engineering degree from New Mexico State University and will assume the role immediately. And former city councilor Dennis Tim Salazar appears set to become the next mayor of Espanola after early results showed him defeating incumbent John Ramon Vigil and a write-in candidate by a wide margin. Salazar, who served 5 terms on the city council from 2004 to 2024, campaigned on restoring fiscal responsibility and stability after controversies and lawsuits during Vigil's administration. Critics say those issues contributed to a growing city budget deficit. Voters also elected 4 city councilors. Aaron Salazar kept the District 1 seat, Steven Salazar won District 2, Manuel Martinez won District 3, and Justin Salazar Torres retained District 4 unopposed. Salazar says his administration will focus on rebuilding trust in the city government. The leading news is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Patchy blowing dust is expected today after 11 a.m., sunny with a high near 73. As for this evening, mostly clear skies are expected with a low around 35. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.